Nectar Cannabis. Their selection is dope.
So I invented a god who looked just like me.
That was really sweet of you guys to
Yeah,
learn
that's
that.
from your record
you.
label. Party
Yeah.
Damage Records released my favorite album of last year,
really
And's The Failure. That was a little song.
Thanks, guys.
A real case of the blues. You
was
made
nice.
that happen. Tell me about this book right here. What inspired you to write about people's least favorite topic?
I was trying to kind of get ahead of the curve. Like, I thought that if I could write about death and talk to people about death enough that I could kind of beat my fear of it and my crushing anxiety over it, which doesn't work. Turns out it doesn't work.
Yeah, it didn't
Yeah.
work. So you talked about death. You talked with a lot of different
Yeah.
people inside the death industry, if you will, and who have dealt with
Bit of
death
that.
closely. Did it freak you out covering all this death? Did you have how many existential crises did you have?
A few. But in the overarching scheme of it, I feel like it helped. It didn't fix my fear of death, but it helped.
Have you thought about the end? Have you thought about how you would celebrate your passing? We frequently don't. But have you thought would you do like a funeral or a wake or a wake and bake? I mean, what would you?
I always just wanted absolutely nothing, not even a splash. But I think the older I get, the more I want a show. I want a concert. I just want a really good concert.
You got a record label.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I have the record
Who
label.
would you?
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah. These
pretty
guys
much.
have to stick with the label until you die, and then do a free show.
Yeah.
Name 3 artists of all time that would play your death party, which is clearly the way you have to call that concert. It's a death party.
I mean, I could pick my favorite artist, but I think I want to specifically design this to be death themed. So I'm gonna go Danzig. You got to have Danzig.
Yes.
At your
He
thing.
plays. He's like Santa Claus for funerals. He goes to as many as he can to play them.
Yep. So Danzig for sure. I'm gonna pick a dead. Can I pick a dead person?
Let me check. Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, you can.
I'm
you
thinking
can.
Sam Cooke. I'm thinking Sam Cooke would be a good guy to have at your player.
Man, you got the audience behind you with that one.
A zombie Sam Cooke.
Oh, yes. Well played for Halloween.
Zombified Sam Cooke.
Zombie Sam Cooke. I mean, let's be honest. Danzig's basically zombified as
That's
it is
true.
now, too.
And then, just to complete the natural arc of the trifecta, I'm going to say Sugar Ray. You got to go Sugar Ray. For
Oh,
the third
man, because, when your 15 minutes are done,
Yeah.
you got to have the... Okay.
Yeah, you got to have Sugar Ray.
That's good. Let's hear it for Casey. That's a great funeral.
You're all invited.
We celebrate people often when they're gone, and that's what we were just talking about. Is there anyone in your life currently that you would like to celebrate that is alive, that you can shout out right now, that maybe we can pour out a little liquor for?
Sure. My Uncle John, who's in the book, he's 88 years old. He's
Uncle John?
Uncle John, yeah. He just called me today.
What up, dog?
Told me he liked his story and the thing. He's great. To drink or to spill?
Both.
I'll just spill. No, I'll drink too.
And I was coming to you. I turned to you because I was like, we have an open bottle. And I was like, I'll give it to him. It'll be, he's right
is
there.
It cool? I just put my mouth all over it.
Oh, that's okay, man. We don't fear that here. Just death.
So I'm going to go with Uncle John and my buddy Brady Wills, a.k.a. Johnny Travis Jr. He's a country singer down in L.A.
So,
his band is Johnny Travis Jr. and the All-Star Stars and Bars Band. If you
Johnny
ever get a
Travis
chance.
Jr., we shout out to you.
He'd be a great guest. We should talk.
We should. Although, you should probably add him to that funeral lineup. At
Yeah,
least
you're
let him
right.
open,
You're right.
You know, cause
he'll host. He'd be a good host.
He's the homie. It's a great read.
Thank you.
And you've gotten great reviews. And as you said before, 18 different stories. And some interesting, the pleasant amount.
I like
it's not some interesting, but the interesting the humor that can be associated with it.
Yeah. I luckily I got a lot of funny people in there, and I think one thing that I realized about it is that you can't even. I mean, there's a philosopher in there. There's a lot of people who deal with death on a medical front, and I think that the big takeaway for me was that humor is a really normal reaction to death and to
I think levity
grief.
is the
It's
best
kind
tool.
of the only thing you get.
And the thing that I learned from it was that grief isn't something you do; it happens to you.
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah,
So you don't You don't shift it. It moves you. And I think learning the acceptance to that, and that it's okay to be sad.
I'm glad that was your takeaway, because
Yeah.
I do feel like that's how I've learned to be a little less fearful of it, is like when the shit hits the fan, you just have to go with it, and you got to let people take care of you. And
You're going to be covered in
go
dookie for a little
it.
while.
Yep.
Okay?
We all are.
Because that shit hit that fan, and it's going to spray on you. It's just poop. Don't worry about that. Okay? That's what happens when the shit hits the fan. Take a shower. Take 2 of them. Go to bed, wake up, and if you still smell like shit...
That's the original. That was the working title of the book.
That
That exact phrase, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
4 subtitles.